Welcome, U.S. Geoguessr Professor here, to play another seed in the great United States of America. I want to play a fun one today. This is a map, U.S. McDonald's, all McDonald's locations. I do like McDonald's, I'm not going to lie. And I like this map even more because look at the no move world record leaderboard. Mr. Doggo, whomever that is, 23, 4, 5, 6. Come on, I can do better than that. Mr. Doggo. So let's play some McDonald's. No moving, no time limit, my favorite settings. Let's try to get on top of this leaderboard. It'd be really cool if we got like some, like a Hawaii McDonald's, or an Alaska McDonald's. That'd be cool. I would really like to see the Ketchikan, Alaska McDonald's, where I ate breakfast every day before going hiking on the great trails of Ketchikan when I was there. But enough reminiscing. Of course, we are not in Alaska right here. We are in, I think, Pennsylvania, even though this right here is the first Pennsylvania plate I've spotted. I don't know what's happening over here. That almost looks like an Oklahoma. This looks like an Indian flag. What the heck? We're in Oil City, Pennsylvania, though. As far as I know, there is only one oil city. There's a gas city, Indiana. But look at how Pennsylvania this is, right? Mountains, low, like ridge and valley, middle Pennsylvania mountains. Pennsylvania plate there. No front license plates, remember. Pennsylvania is going to be one of the most northeasterly states to lack front plates, if not the most northeasterly. Yeah, I guess so, depending. Delaware also, but it's southeast of Pennsylvania. So, yeah, anywhere in New England is always going to have front plates. So, lest you thought this was like New Hampshire or something, heck no. No fronts anywhere. And we're in Oil City. So, Oil City is, I think, in Du Bois County. It's kind of like up here, north of Pittsburgh. There's Du Bois there, and now that I think about it, that's not even a county in Pennsylvania. Just had to hang up on a spam phone call, sorry. While I'm rolling in Oil City, though, I gotta keep going. This is too good of a way to start, right? So I'm not sure if we are going to be able to find this. But look that once we go on the map, you can see that we are really down in a valley with the mountains to the northwest. I would say this kind of looks to me like, oh no, Venango County. Okay, it's telling me what county we're in. Venango. Oil City must be the county seat of Venango. And where is the Oil City police station? This has got to be the main police station, right? Does it look like the river is there? Yes, it does. It looks like the river is there to the southwest. So that's an interesting observation. Here is a McDonald's, though. So is that the one we're going to go with? We are just southeast of that McDonald's. Yeah, because here's Oil City. Utility. Well, we're going to go with it. And we're going to 5K. Nice. In Oil City, Pennsylvania. What a good way to start. No moving. Where will we continue? Let's find our McDonald's. Let's see where it might be. We are at US Route 30. Okay, that is very helpful. Bedford Square. Bedford. How much is gas? That's always a good clue. $3.33 a gallon. Okay. These definitely aren't, like San Francisco prices. Pennell Road or Pennell Road? Okay. I was like, where's our McDonald's? Here's our McDonald's. All right. We are on East 30. We are at a place called Pennell Road. Interesting. Are we again in Pennsylvania? I kind of think we are. We have no front. We have no front plates, right? We have what really, for all the world, looks to be a Pennsylvania plate there. So 2 in a row, for sure. The Bedford would also make sense, given Pennsylvania. See if we can get this area code. It's very difficult to make out. Very difficult indeed. Almost looks like it's like a 969 or something, but that makes no sense. I think I'm just going to have to disregard that area code altogether. New Enterprise. New Enterprise. Is that a location? Well, I'm pretty confident we're on US 30, and I'm pretty confident we are in Pennsylvania. It certainly could be, given that this car has a front, and just for some reason the Pennell Road makes me want to go like eastern Pennsylvania, like towards the New York border maybe, but I don't think that's going to make sense. When I think about Route 30, I think about it really being like around Pittsburgh. Here you see 30 coming in into Pennsylvania, going like just a tiny bit through West Virginia, out of East Liverpool, Ohio. I have spent some time there. And coming down here through Pittsburgh and then going east of Pittsburgh. Given that we see Bedford here, however, I am going to, obviously, go more towards this way. Where is Pennell Road, though? So we could be on Lincoln Highway, which we probably are, and here's Pennell Road. Okay, great. Can we get another 5K here in Pennsylvania? I think we can. I really do. Because we are on Route 30 directly north of this McDonald's and in the northernmost lane. Okay, 10K in Pennsylvania. That really feels good. I feel like Pennsylvania is a pretty good state for me. And certainly glad to get 2 rounds in a row there. Defy randomness a little bit. This looks like it's going to be much, much harder. I'm sorry to say. We have like kind of a oddly painted McDonald's here. It's like a white and red McDonald's. That's interesting. Like that's not a normally painted McDonald's. East Point. Rogan Shoes. This is going to be a hard round. I'm sorry I'm just reading signs here, but I think like this is just going to be really, really hard. I can't even tell if that's an area code. That sign is so blurry. I really can't tell if that's a 231 or what. This is an incredibly difficult round. We have a Dunham's Sports. We have some cars here where I might be able to determine whether we have front plates or not. That car definitely looks like it does. This car, I'm guessing it does. This blue car, I'm guessing it has a front. That truck pretty clearly has a front. And that is not what I was expecting to see. The proliferation of front plates is making this more difficult for me for sure. I really think, though, all of this, like, it just seems kind of familiar. I don't like recognize anything, but like I'm getting some vibes that like a lot of the businesses are gonna be similar to ones that I'm familiar with. the Dunham Sports, the Fazoli's. Like, we have both of those things in Ohio. And I know they might be nationwide, but I think my number one clue is going to be right here. We get a direct reflection of a front plate right there in that McDonald's window, the drive-through window. And it doesn't really have much red at the top. I would expect to be seeing more red there. But I also think that's a Wisconsin plate. I think that's a Wisconsin plate. And now the white and red of this McDonald's, because that's a very unusual color scheme for a McDonald's. That has to be college colors. That has to be local high school colors. If it was scarlet and gray, and I was not seeing any front plates, I think I would be tempted to go Ohio here. However, the more I look at this, everything is a pretty solid mix, I would say, of deciduous and coniferous trees. I'm going to take one more look at this area code. And with Wisconsin in mind, is anything jumping out at me? It really looks like that's an area code. Although I don't know. I think that might be a red herring. If it's an area code, it ends in 1. And as far as I know, there are no Wisconsin area codes that end in 1. This plate right here, I'm almost getting a faint red vibe off the top. I'm almost getting just like a little bit of red. I would really expect this to be like, oh, this looks so much like a Wisconsin plate. This is a lengthy round. I'm doing a lot of talking. I'm giving you a lot of clues, but this is an incredibly difficult round that I'm trying to process. It's this coloring. It's this coloration of the McDonald's, and it's this I think is a Wisconsin plate. And the Wisconsonness would explain some of these businesses that are like familiar to me. I lived in Wisconsin for 5 years, and I've lived in the Midwest like pretty much my entire life until I moved last year to West Virginia. So me thinking that this could be like Northern Ohio, if it indeed is Wisconsin, is not particularly off base. Taking another look at the foliage. Now it's trees like that are starting to give me pause. Could we be in the South somewhere? We wouldn't have any front plates. This just looks so Wisconsin. It really does. There's a boat here. East Point. East Point. I don't think there would be anywhere in the Milwaukee metro area that would be called East Point. Anything east of Milwaukee is in the lake. We're not floating out here in the middle of the lake, right? So I'm going to go Madison, Green Bay, maybe Fox Valley, somewhere like Appleton. Or I think there might be an outside chance we're like somewhere like Eau Claire. But I think I'm going to lean more towards eastern Wisconsin. Kaukauna. Is that ever a possibility? Little Chute, Kaukauna. I mean, I think it would look like this. It would also certainly like be a place that would have something called East Point. I'm going to do one more thing, and I'm going to try to line up this road. It's almost due east-west, it looks like. If I kind of like can judge its angle from just being behind it, it looks pretty east-west. So that's going to make me pull away from Green Bay. And now I'm down between somewhere like Kaukauna or Madison. And you know what? If these are indeed Wisconsin colors, I think they would more likely be in Madison. I'm going to plonk very soon. Thank you for sticking it out with me. I'm going to plonk here, Cottage Grove, Wisconsin. Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Okay, I did not consider that, but I feel incredibly good about that, guys. We had almost nothing, and I nailed Central Wisconsin. 4104. I'm just going to pause and deep breath. Okay. Can do this. Main Street. Guatemaltera. What city would have a Guatemalan population? That's interesting. 650 area code, Chestnut Auto. These are not area codes. 650 seems to be what we are looking at. To the southwest, we have mountains rising up. Mercadito Latino. Very interesting again. We really have pretty large mountains rising up to the southwest. Pretty large indeed, I would say. Something waste. Ink. Kink. Hell kink. Waste. Kink. What? This is another difficult McDonald's, huh? I mean, we're clearly in California. I mean, we'll just get that out of the way here, right? I mean, we have like California. It's not a California stripey pole, but like it might as well be, right? You can see like the remnants of those three stripes. We have Cali plates, which kind of through the blur almost look like Wisconsin plates, right? But we're clearly in California. We are somewhere where the mountains really are rising up dramatically to the west. Main Street. 650. I don't know the 650 is the problem. And I'm not sure whether this trash bin is a red herring or not. I don't know why, but I'm thinking Oakland. And I'm going to try to line us up. Mountains absolutely would not be to the southwest. That is not San Francisco we are looking at. Those mountains, and they're to the southwest. They're not to the northeast. Does that mean we're somewhere in, like, Antioch, California? The green signs are interesting because that's really making me want to go completely away from the LA area. I am notoriously awful at California region guessing. But nothing about this is giving LA to me. Nothing about it. I am seeing not a single palm tree, like anywhere. Not seeing a single blue sign. This area looks a little like desert and scrubby to me, and like it could be in like the LA area. This kind of like wall over here. I don't know why. But what is really making me I want to go San Jose, and I don't know like what's making me want to do that besides the mountains to the southwest. I also like vaguely think that the 650 might be a San Jose area code. I also think that the San Jose area has, or would at the very least be more likely to have, these green signs rather than blue signs. With the 650, just look at the trees. I see no palm trees, and I see a lot of pine kind of trees, piney kind of trees. I am going to, okay, would any other place in the peninsula be more likely than San Jose? For instance, could we possibly be somewhere like Burlingame? Or Belmont? I think it's possible. I really do. We would also have those to the southwest. Palo Alto. I think Palo Alto, these kind of suburbs would be looking, dare I say, like significantly more affluent than where we are, but I'm just not sure. I hope you're still with me. I hope that you're learning something about U.S. geography. You are probably like, if this guy is not in Wisconsin, I'm going to be mad in the last round. So bear with me. I think like we might be fairly close to where I need to be. I just can't think of any possible place that would have mountains like this dramatically to the southwest. Except now I'm looking at Corona. Looking at Corona. It has a main street. It has a main street. Is there a McDonald's on the main street? 650. Where is the 650? Corona. Corona would look like this. It really would. Kink. Kink. Where would end in the letters kink or ink? That's so weird. And it may not mean anything at all. It may not mean anything at all. All right. Do I go here in the Bay Area? Or do I go Corona? I'm going to take one more look. There looks to be like a lot of settlements on those foothills. And I think this would look significantly more desert. I'm going San Jose. Okay. It was actually Redwood City. I finally pulled the trigger, if you will, on that guess, and feel pretty good about it. This is really shaping up into a great rounds, a great seed of rounds, and I hope that I can close it out here. Well, 304 is my home state area code, so that really is going to help a lot, I think. I think it's going to help a lot. We're somewhere in West Virginia. Because the 304 is the West Virginia area code. I'm not going to let this truck with like the yellow plate fool me. Ain't happening. We're on like top of a hill there. Let me see what kind of plates we have. No front. Looks to be pretty exclusively West Virginia plates. That might be a Maryland. We accept Mountie Bounty. Yep. It's all coming together. Okay, so I'm not 100% sure, and I'm not going to send it because really, like, this has been such an incredible seed so far that I'm going to be committing this one to video. So thank you for watching if you have. I think where we have ended up is Morgantown, West Virginia. Obviously, we were in West Virginia because of the 304. Lots of places in West Virginia could look like this, right? And this scene right here almost reminds me of somewhere like Dallas Pike in Wheeling, like up here in the Panhandle, but I don't think we're there. We're not too far away from there. I think we are in Morgantown. And I think the only place in the state that would take Mountie Bounty is Morgantown. Mountie Bounty, I'm guessing, is like the dining dollars or like the student like currency, if you will, of West Virginia University. This is not the part of West Virginia I live in. I'll just put it that way. West Virginia is a rival, that's for sure. But I'm pretty sure we're in Morgantown. Now, where in Morgantown would we be? I think there is an area that is like kind of likely to be where we are, up here at this like town center drive. And if I can find a McDonald's and an NTB and everything that we're seeing here, I'm going to end this game on a high note. But if not, I still think this is going to be very close to where we would be. I would think that if we're not there, we could be, say, somewhere here. But I'm not even seeing a single McDonald's. Morgantown Mall, Morgantown Commons. The less I'm seeing any McDonald's, the more I'm starting to second guess myself, but I don't think I should be second guessing myself. I really think there's really just only one place we could be, and it's Morgantown. I would be so shocked if this was Wheeling. Nowhere in Wheeling would take Mountie Bounty, whatever the heck that is. We're going to be somewhere up here by Morgantown Mall. I'm going to send. Okay, cool. Yeah, we were over there in Town Center where I thought we were. But 4966, we cannot be upset with that at all. 23,855. Was that enough? Was that enough to go number one on the leaderboard? It was 23,855. So I do take the number one spot on the U.S. McDonald's leaderboard. That is great. That was a long and well thought out GeoGuessr seed, and it didn't hurt that I kind of had 3 rounds close to home: two in Pennsylvania, one in Oil City, followed by one in Bedford, or at least near Bedford. Then we went to Wisconsin, and that was a round I was proud of. To even like get into central Wisconsin, I think was one of my better GeoGuessr no moving rounds, really, I think, of all time. Even though I didn't nail it, I still think Madison was really like the next best guess there. Maybe if I would have like went Kalkana like I wanted to, would have been slightly more impressive, but there's no way I'm questioning that guess. And then round 4 was also, in my opinion, pretty impressive. Just had to go San Jose area, South Bay, and it was really Redwood City, but don't really care. I was really right there, region guessing California, which is not one of my strong suits typically. So I am very proud of this seat. Thank you very much for watching, especially if you made it all the way to the end of this video. Wow. I hope you learned a lot about dissecting and analyzing clues of United States geography, especially no moving. So I really hope to see you in the GeoGuessr game and watching my future videos. I will check you next time.